It's over 200 years or so since a perceptive and persevering English West Countryman first located clay in Cornwall. He probably attacked it with a spade and carried it away on a pack horse, and for generations, dozens of small firms operated on much the same scale. Today, with most of the sources of supply concentrated under one management, the scene is transformed. The demand for clay is enormous and growing. 2.5 million tons a year come from the pits in the southwest. However, research and ingenuity have been applied to the problem of what to do with the sand, and nowadays some hundreds of thousands of tons are taken by a department of the company which was specially set up to make concrete components and building materials for all kinds of construction work, from paving stones to blocks of flats. These new materials have made their appearance all over the country, not least in St Austell itself, the hometown of English China clays. A new town centre is making good use of them. Recently, the company moved into a striking new headquarters, overlooking the town, built largely from its own byproducts, and named after Sir John Key, the man who did so much for the industry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
May I see Mr. Skepton, please?
Have you an appointment?
Yes.
Would you like to go on? He's expecting you.
John Key House is more than just an office block. It's the hub of a complex system of communications, linking operational areas within a 40-mile radius of St Austell. The scale of the works is so vast, pits, drying plants, workshops, docks, and speed is so important that the company maintains its own telephone network with 8 automatic exchanges and a radio telephone system. The busiest place is undoubtedly the shipping room, where the dispatch by road, rail and sea of those 2.5 million tons of clay a year is dealt with. So long ago, Par was just another of the small ports and harbours scattered round the Cornish coast. Today, under the ownership of the company, it's been enlarged and modernised, and now handles more cargo per foot of quay space than any other port in the country. It can only take ships of up to 1,000 tons, but at busy periods as many as 22 ships have been moved in or out on one tide. Specially designed equipment and a highly skilled force of stevedores make it possible to load a ship in a single afternoon. Almost all the cargo arrives at the port by road, carried by the company's own fleet of 700 lorries.
Seven ton 6, this is your last load. Call back next door, please.
Few people, even in Britain, connect Cornwall with industry. It's a great tourist centre, a holidaymaker's paradise. Every summer, visitors come to places like Par to bask in Cornish air and sunshine, munch their Cornish pasties and Cornish cream teas, send home postcard views of Cornish scenery. From the beach, they watch the ships come and go all day long out in the bay. Driving around inland, they see the great sand tips beside the clay pits. But in spite of all this, many of them have little idea that in this corner of Britain, they're within sight and sound of a great industry, employing 6,000 people and providing a basic raw material of the highest quality, without which their own lives would be vastly different. A world of clay, supplying clay to the world.